There's a bunch of Digimon that never got the chance really to be in the anime, even though they've existed for quite some time now. This is a list of such Digimon. There's a few I'm excluding simply because they were part of a contest and never really brought into official lore, and that deserves a video on its own. And this video is only going to be covering Digimon from 1997 to the year 2000 to keep this video at a reasonable time frame. In 1997, most of the Digimon introduced in this era were introduced in the anime as well, but some were not in there. The first one is aerov-dramon. It is literally just the grave used to indicate that a Digimon has died in the original Digimonsters toy. Pressing the A and the C buttons simultaneously when the grave is on screen will spawn a new Digitama. It was also used in the Digital Monster video game for both the Sega Saturn and the Wonder Swan, and it works fairly similar to the Digital Monster toy counterpart. Next is Deathmon from the Come On Digimon manga and the variations of Deathmon. Death aerov-dramon, Death Devimon, Death Meramon, the manga, Come On Digimon manga versions, Death Metal Greymon, and Death Tyrannomon. Deathmon in Come On Digimon is a shape-shifting Digimon that is a partner of Yosuke Shinichiro, who is the antagonist of the manga. Also from Come On Digimon is Bun. The real name of Bun is unknown, but it is the partner of Keimon Kentaro. Keimon kind of looks like Taichi from later entries of Digimon media. Bun is a Digimon that is unable to evolve. It was considered to be a bad mon, or a defective Digimon. But Bun is able to grow stronger without evolving. There's no bad mon around here. In 1998, we were introduced to Digimon Adventure V-Tamer 01. In the manga, Taichi Yamagi meets Zeromaru in the digital world. Zeromaru is a V-Dramon and Taichi's partner. Ever since then, V-Dramon has been in the card game and in plenty of video games, but he was never in the anime, which is the entire point of this video. Not the running theme amongst the V-Dramon variants, but we'll get to that later. Cyclomon has also been in plenty of games and the manga as well. Cyclomon's latest appearance was in Digimon Story Time Stranger, but the lore behind Cyclomon is what interests me personally the most. The right eye was crushed by Leomon, and it became obsessed with revenge. With the desire to defeat Leomon, it strengthened its right arm, with the cost of losing its pride as a warrior. Cyclomon has made plenty of appearances within the last 30 years, but not one of them has been in the anime. Moving to 1999, this is where they really started to create a lot of Digimon and expanded the series, and not everyone could fit into the anime at this time. Gururumon lives in the dark and is a bit of a nuisance to everyone. It uses its chaos fire to spew fire from its mouth. Gururumon is available as a medal in Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, and wait, what do you mean he was in the anime? Gabumon evolved into it to beat Seedramon in Digimon Adventure? What do you mean? Oh, no, wait. I'm sorry, you mean Garurumon. What's the difference? Garurumon has silver fur with reddish nails. Gururumon has white fur with bluish nails. I wish this was a bit, but I assure you it is not. I hate this. I hate it so much. Golmamon is the evolution of Mammon that does not result in a virus attribute when becoming undead, unlike Skull Greymon. It is a vaccine attribute that continues to fight virus Digimon even in death. Golmamon was an aerov-tamer and is an obtainable Digimon as a variable attack, and it has been in plenty of games ever since. I'm just gonna get both these entries out of the way in one fell swoop. Platinum Scoomon and Great King Scoomon. Both these Digimon have been in countless games, but Great King Scoomon was in Digimon Seekers. Platinum Scoomon is the only one of the two that has been in both video games and the card game. Mudoki Betamon is a subspecies of Betamon that lives in swamplands. It has been in Seekers, Liberator, and Paradox. It has been in the card game as well ever since the Hyper Coliseum day. Let's get a counter going for Hyper Coliseum, because we're gonna hear that a lot. Vermilion is the evolution of Monochromon after living near volcanoes. It has been an obtainable Digimon in the video games up until Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. In Cyber Sleuth, you can collect it as a medal. That's it. After many intense battles, Tyrannomon evolved into Master Tyrannomon to coach other Tyrannomon. This is another Digimon that has been obtainable in pretty much every game from Digimon World 2 up until Cyber Sleuth, where you can only collect it as a medal. Claiming to be part of the Royal Knights, King Edamon sits on his throne as the king of all Edamon. King Edamon goes as far as to call himself the King of Kings. King Edamon appeared in the live stage play Digimon Adventure Tri Adventure of August 1st. Happy Odaiba Day, by the way. King Edamon is obtainable in various Digimon games and appears in the virtual pets. Kaminarimon technically isn't a real Digimon. It appears in V-Jump of January 1999, and is in Junpei's daydream about Izumi and the drama CD Digimon Frontier Things That Want to Be Told. Jungle Mojamon is a subspecies of Mojamon and only really appears in the video game. It makes an appearance in Digimon card game, being Hyper Coliseum, and is a medal in Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. Coming from Digimon World, Blickmon resides in Toy Town and won't talk to the player unless they have a Monzaemon that was evolved by the Monzaemon costume as the partner Digimon. That was a lot of words. It is obtainable in Digimon World 2 from Clockmon and Tankmon. In Digimon Story Time Stranger, Dudamon can craft a Blickmon doll for the Digifarm, but the game refers to it as a robot. Returning to V-Tamer 01, aerov-dramon evolves from v-dramon. It has been in the manga, the video games, the card game, and the virtual pets, but never ever the anime. According to the reference book, it is a rare species of v-dramon that only veteran warriors can evolve into. Starting off the year 2000, Arcadimon Baby was introduced in the manga this year as Saiba Neo's partner. Tencent has made 2 other appearances, Digimon Collector, and in Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory as Mishime Ruji's second part. It served as one of the main antagonists in the video game and helped Ruji go on his rampage against all hackers. As the only part of the Agumon line to not appear in the anime, Greymon Blue is called the Feral Greymon, according to the reference book. It has been in mostly video games starting from Digital Monster D Project in 2002, all the way to Time Stretcher in 2025. It was also featured in the live-action Digimon Project 2021, and in the manga, Digimon Get Back. Appearing in almost exclusively video games, Blacktailmon was first introduced in the card game and was in the D-Gather in 2002. In fact, Blacktailmon's first video game debut was in Digimon World Digital Card Arena. You might be asking, hey Vincent, wasn't Blacktailmon in Digimon Ghost Game? Technically no. Blacktailmon Uber, a variation of Blacktailmon, was in Ghost Game. I'm going to do these next 4 in quick succession. Chaos Hydramon, Chaos Piamon, Chaos Lord, and Chaos Greymon were all introduced in Digimon World 2 as the Chaos General. They're exclusive to the game as they don't evolve from anything, but they do combine with each other along with Crimson to make Neo Crimson. We all know that XVmon and Steamon Jogress evolve into Eldramon in Digimon Adventure 02, but that's when XVmon is a dominant trait. If Stingmon is a dominant trait, they Jogress evolve into Dino Beamon. It cuts its opponent into pieces with Hell Masquerade. The weird part is that it was in the video game Digimon Tamer's Brave Tamer and is the direct evolution of Stingmon without XVmon, as Ken Ichijoji's partner. Continuing with 02 Digimon, Vmon has 2 armor evolutions that were never in the anime. Kangaroomon with the Digimental of Kindness, and Gold V-Dramon with the Digimental of Fate. Kangaroomon was in Hyper Coliseum in the virtual pet, but mostly as a collectible in the video game. Gold V-Dramon is obtainable in Digimon Adventure 02, D1 Tamers, but it's also a collectible in every other video game. But it is seen a lot more consistently in the card game, being printed in the Digimon card game from 2020. Wormmon can armor evolve into Owlmon with the Digimental of Love. It appears mostly as a collectible in the video games, appearing as recently as Cyber Sleuth as a medal. It was also a card in Hyper Coliseum. Clockmon also has a couple of armor evolutions that were never in the anime. Rinkmon with the Digimental of Friendship, and Peacockmon with the Digimental of Miracle. Rinkmon is attainable in the Digimon RPG, but both Rinkmon and Peacockmon are collectible in pretty much every other game, and were cards in Hyper Coliseum. Armadimon finds himself in the same boat with Frogmon, with the Digimental of Purity, and Sheepmon with the Digimental of Hope. Both of them are mainly collectibles in the Digimon games, but Sheepmon has been printed in the Digimon card game. If you haven't noticed, there's a bit of a trend going on here with the Armor Evolution being collectibles in video games, and it's no different with Tailmon's Armor Evolution. Butterflymon. She can reach this form with the Digimental of Knowledge, and her last printing as a card was, say it with me, in Hyper Coliseum. This is another entry that I'm going to batch together, being the black versions of Gabumon and Metalgarurumon. Now these two are obtainable as a raisable Digimon in plenty of video games, and have been a part of the virtual pet, and they've been in every iteration of the card game. But they haven't even been in the manga, let alone the anime. Hi-Andromon is the ultimate evolution of Andromon by improving the imperfection. Hi-Andromon has been part of the video games ever since Brave Tamers, and is a support Digimon in Digimon Up. It's been in the virtual pets and was printed in both Hyper Coliseum and the Digimon card game. But it's also another Digimon that was never in the manga or the anime. Lampmon is another Digimon that has been featured in mostly the video games, but never the manga or the anime. This is the only contest Digimon that I'm including simply because it's been featured in Digimon media pretty consistently since it was a winner in the Digimon Web.art contest. The rest were never featured, and again, deserve a video in their own right. Black Imperial Dramon is an optional enemy in Tirano Valley in Digimon World 3. It has been featured in Digimon Liberator and has been a part of the card game ever since Hyper Coliseum. The red version of Automamon prefers hot springs as it acquired the attribute of flames. Weirdly, even though it's a child Digimon, it is obtainable by evolving Agumon into Automamon Red. From which game? I literally forgot to write into the script that this is from Digimon Savers, Another Mission. The last two I'm going to bundle together is Master V-Dramon and Red V-Dramon. Both of them appear in Digimon Adventure 02 D1 Tamers, but Red V-Dramon is the only one of the two that appears in Next Order. They aren't even featured in Hyper Coliseum. And to finish off this list, we have a Digimon of royalty, Prince Mamemon. We've seen him as recently as Time Stranger, but this prince's origin is in Digimon World 2 and Hyper Coliseum. This big yellow ball thinks the Royal Knights serve him, and it is in cahoots with King Edamon. Thank you all so much for watching. Did I miss anything? Let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you all next time.